Do you sometimes feel that you're not making progress? Perhaps you're feeling that you set some goals and you never hit your goals. Life is tough. You're not making as much money as you want. Your practice isn't growing like you want it to be. Are you ever feeling those frustrations? Well, let me share with you some thoughts around that. First one is, do you have goals in the first place? Have you got a clear picture? The reason why many of us fail to progress the way we want to is because we are doing too much stuff. We don't have a clear direction and we end up chasing shiny objects. We're chasing too many rabbits. We're trying to do too much stuff. We're being busy, but busy doing the wrong things. So here's a process to help you get clarity in your mind. Clarity that will help you then achieve the things you want in your business and in your life. So the first thing you want to do is think about your business and think about what will it look like when it's finally done. Think about that end point. It's your vision. What is your vision for your firm? Document it. How big do you want it to be? What profits do you want it to have? How many people working for your firm? What will it specialize in? What will it be known for? Where will it be? Will it be online? Will it be a local firm? A nationwide firm? Think about what you want your firm to look like, and when. Is that going to be 10 years? When do you expect to retire or sell the firm? Is it 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now? Write that down. Create that clarity in your mind so you know what you're trying to build. Now, once you've done that, once you've created your vision, which is your end goal, now what we do from that is let's now look at, if we're going to achieve that, where do we want to be at, let's say, for example, 3 years from now and 1 year from now. So think about what might your goals be in both 12 months away and 3 years away that will help you moving towards that vision. What does the business need to look like 3 years from now? If you want to get to that end goal, 3 years from now, what would the sales be, the fees? How many clients do you need to have? Where does it need to be based? Create that 3-year plan. And from that, then step back and create the 12-month plan. If you want to achieve that in 3 years, where do you want to be 12 months from now? And create that annual plan. Now what happens is goals then will drive your strategy. So now you are clear in your mind as to where you want to be in 12 months' time, which is a place that will help you to get to where you want to be ultimately. So now we know that, what are the strategies? What are the things that you need to do over the next 12 months to hit those targets? And you may have some big things. It may be to rewrite your website. It might be to hire another partner. It might be that you need to open another office. It might be you need to change your pricing structure or build a niche. Whatever it might well be, what are the strategies that you employ over the next 12 months to help you achieve that 12-month goal? Because goals will drive your strategy. Now what you've got is clarity over what needs to be done in the next 12 months. But the problem here is that's going to feel overwhelming. It's too much stuff. And if you end up feeling overwhelmed, this stuff won't happen. So what you now do is you break it down into milestones along the way. And I always recommend that you focus on a maximum of 90 days, 3 months at a time. So if that's where you want to be a year from now, and these are all the strategies and things you've got to do, where do you want to be in 90 days? And what are you going to do? What are the things you're going to focus on in the next 90 days? And I would suggest very strongly that you keep that to a maximum of 3 things. And it might be building your website, changing your pricing, investigating a new niche, for example. Pick of all the strategies over the next 12 months, don't pick more than 3. If you focus on more than 3 things, it won't happen. You'll get that overwhelm. But when you have clarity over 3 things that you're going to focus on just for the next 90 days, when you achieve those 3 things in that milestone, then you move on to the next 90 days. And if you do that, by the end of a year, you'll hit your 12 months goals. Once you've got your 90-day plan you know what the key strategies are, then what you want to make sure you do is in whatever work planning tool you use, whether it's, do you have a weekly to-do list, a daily to-do list, make sure whatever system you use for managing your time, you always ask yourself the question, perhaps at the start of every week, what am I doing this week towards my 90-day targets? If you're doing those three things, and let's say one of those three things is to change your pricing, always ask the question at the start of every week, what am I doing this week? What activity will I do this week to change my pricing? And make sure you have a real focus from week to week to week on those three things. I call them the big rocks. What are the three big rocks for the next 90 days? Because if every week you just focus on those things and do those things, when you achieve those in 90 days' time, A, you can celebrate, but you also know you are on track to achieve your vision. Okay? So it's simply about making sure we know where we're going, and then we bit by bit, we break it down into small, manageable chunks. If you find that valuable, please let me know. Please use the thumbs up button, the like button to let me know. If you've got any questions, stick them in the comments box, and also look below this video and I've got some resources for you. Thank you so much for watching this.